Yeah, dear all, good morning. Now our lecture is system of linear equations. In this one, first one, we are going to discuss solving system of linear equation. In the last lectures, we discuss echelon form and rank. Using that concept, we are going to discuss solving system of linear equations. Already studied solving system of linear equation in PUC. Yeah, you can go for any method. In the people they solve different ways, but whatever go for method, but the solution is same. In this lecture, we are going to discuss solving system of linear equation by using rank. Before that one, now we see what the system of linear equation. Some introduction. First we go for we consider to understand the system of linear equation. We consider at most two variables. First we are taking at most two variables, or you can say unknowns. Only two unknowns. In that, suppose example one. Suppose you consider the system in one variable, x equal to b in one variable, x and a comma b in real numbers. This one. Now when this system has solution, now suppose in this one case, okay, suppose if a is 0 and a is 0, first one, a is 0, b also 0, a is 0, b is 0, that every x is the solution, a is 0, b is 0, then the system has how many, sorry, every x is the variable, every variable is x is the real number, generally we are taking as infinite many solution. How many real numbers are there? Infinitely. That means infinite many solutions. You can say namely, what are the solution? X belongs to R. That's every solution is a real number. Every real number is the solution. Suppose b not equal 0. A is 0 and b not equal 0. Suppose a is 0, b not equal 0, like that one. 0 into x equal to some non-zero number. Is it possible? 0 into x is 0. 0 equal to non-zero. It's not possible. Then the system has no solution. No solution. So now, suppose if a not equal to 0, or b is any number, then the system has, suppose a is not equal to 0 in this one, a not equal to 0, b is any number, b is 0, a not equal to 0, x equal to 0 by something, 0 solution. If a is non-zero, b non-zero, so another solution. That means it always has a solution. Then the system has unique solution. Unique solution. What is the unique solution? X equal to b by this number. Now example 2. In one variable. Now go for two variables. Now we recall in the PUC, already studied in PUC. Recall the line. The system of line equation. Line equations like ax plus by equal to c, where a comma b, these are non-zeros, both are non-zero. System of the line equations. What that means? It is already you know this one, ax plus by equal to c. It is, I think you studied in P1. It is line equation in R2. It's a line equation. Now we consider the points of intersection of lines of lines. What are the lines? Right, a1 x plus b1 y is equal to some c1, a2 x plus b2 y is equal to c2. Now I am to consider two pair of intersection lines. So now these lines where a1 b1 c1 a2 b2 c2 belongs to R with a1 comma b1 a2 comma b2 is both are not equal to 0. That means a1 a2 non-zero, b1 b2 also non-zero, c1 c2 any number. So now this is the one. Suppose we are taking this geometrically. Suppose x-axis, y-axis. When that system, suppose any lines, suppose this is the lines. What that means? It's a pair of lines. See, there is no intersection. This means no solution. No solution. What that means? Pair of parallel lines. A pair of parallel lines has no solution. That means there is not intersecting line. Suppose if line equation like this. We'll take this L1, L2. This is the one. They're coincident. L1 and L2 both is same. In that way, how many solutions? Every point on the line is a solution. Means infinitely many solutions. Many solutions. That means the lines are coincident lines. Coincident lines. When that lines are coincident, the system has infinite many solutions. Suppose like this one. These are two lines. This L1, suppose take L2. They are intersect some point. This is not, in that case, it's unique solution. Unique solution. That means pair of point of intersection. Point of intersection lines. Intersecting lines. Intersecting line, P the point of intersection. This is geometrical in the plane. When the two lines are coincident, infinite many solution. They are intersected at single point, that is unique solution. There are parallel lines, no solution. Suppose in this one, now we discuss. Suppose first for unique solution. Unique solution. So when that system, so that means suppose a1 b2 minus a2 b1. It's not equal to 0. Okay. Unique solution. This term is a1 b2 minus a2 b1 not equal to 0. What this type of system has unique solution? The system is, suppose take the system. Take x plus y is equal to 2 and x plus 2y is equal to 3 as unique solution. Unique solution, you can take solution like x, y, 1, 1. This is the solution. This solution. Suppose no solution. When that no solution. Suppose the system like a1 b2 minus a2 b1 equal to 0, but a1 c2 minus a2 c1 not equal to 0. When that case, in this case, suppose take the system has no solution. Suppose take the system. Geometrically, no solution means they are parallel lines. Suppose take this one, x plus y is equal to 0, 2, x plus y is equal to 2, and 2x plus 2y is equal to 3. Suppose take this one, that same lines, the constant is different. They are parallel lines, has no solution. No solution. So now third one, infinite many solution. Infinitely many solutions. In that case, when a1 b2 minus a2 b1 equal to 0 and a1 c2 minus a2 c1, this term also 0, this both are 0, the system has infinite many solutions. Suppose take the system x plus y is equal to 2 and 2x plus 2y is equal to 4. That means same equation. When the multiplying second equation with the 2 is same line. The solution is the solution xy. Now see this one. Take x equal to y minus 2 and y is same y. So 2 minus y. So 2 minus, that means 2 0 plus y into minus 1 comma 1. Here y is arbitrary. Y is arbitrary. This is the solution. For y is arbitrary, you take any real number. That means y is arbitrary in real number. It's not fixed one. So for every element, it has solution. That means the system has infinite many solution. Now observe here, this 2 comma 0, it's a solution of the system. Now observe here, this minus 1 comma 1. No, I'm explaining this. Observe here, minus 1 comma 1. This the minus 1 comma 1 is a solution of ax equal to 0, where a is 1 1 2 2. Now you can check. That's a solution of this system x equal to 0. Now substitute here, minus 1 1 0, 2 minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 0. That means it's a system of this. It is a solution of this one, x equal to 0. But here 2 comma 0 is solution of this one. That means this system x equal to 0 has a non-zero solution. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss solving this system. We will discuss what type of this system. Now one more thing, we are taking this system. This a1x plus b1y is equal to c1, a2x plus b2y is equal to c2. Suppose if a1, suppose if a comma b is 0 0 and c not equal to 0, in that case, that system means we will take ax plus by equal to c. In that case, in the system ab is 0 and c not equal to 0, in that case the system has no solution. You can check it. And suppose if a b c, these all are 0 0, in that case the system has infinite many solution. The solution set is R2, that every element in R2 is a solution. Okay. So now we define what the system of linear equations. Now this time we are go for two variables, 1 and 2. Now it's more than two variables. So we are going to the three variables. It's a plane. It's a space, three-dimensional space, 4, 5. In that case, how to discuss? Now we define the system of linear equation. The system of linear equation is list of linear equations with the same unknowns. See, here we have taken x comma y, same unknowns in two equations. Like that. Whatever you take equation, it's the same unknowns. Consider the following system of m linear equations with n unknowns. Yes, suppose this is the system. This one, where I varying from 1 to m and j varying from 1 to n. Where x, j are unknowns and the elements, the coefficients are real numbers. Now standard form of the system of linear equation in matrix form. The system of linear equations can be written in the matrix form, like Ax equal to b, where A is this matrix, x is this one, b is b1 to bm. A is called the coefficient matrix, x is called unknown vector, and b is called constant vector. This b, because these elements are constant, these are the unknowns. unknown vector. Now this system type of systems, it has two types, that X equal to B. Two types. What are the first type and second type? First one, homogeneous system. When this system is homogeneous, this system, if all the constant terms, this is B1, B2, Bm, all the constant terms are zeros, this is Bm, this all the constant terms are zero, then the system is called homogeneous. That means the constant vector is the zero vector. It's a homogeneous system. So homogeneous system. Next, suppose it's not a zero vector, the constant one, it's called non-homogeneous system. That means it at least one of the constant term is non-zero. At least, suppose B1 is non-zero, B2 up to Bm is zero. In that case, the system is called non-homogeneous. So now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss solving homogeneous system. First of, what is the consistent system? Consistent system means the system of linear equations Ax equal to B is said to be consistent if it has one or more solutions. It's one, so at least one solution. That means if a system has solution, then it's called consistent system. Otherwise, it's called inconsistent system. That is, the system of linear equations is said to be inconsistent if it has no solution. It's one or more solution, consistent, otherwise it's inconsistent. Now in this case, we are going to discuss solving homogeneous system. First, when that system has solutions, homogeneous system is always consistent. That means it has always solution. That is, either it has unique solution or infinite many solutions. That means in one or more solution or one solution or more solution. That means unique solution, one solution. See, when that system, suppose A is any matrix, suppose you take M by N matrix, suppose M by N matrix, be a matrix such that rank is R and there are n number of unknowns. Then if rank equal to number of unknowns, in the system is unique solution, that is zero solution. Trivial, zero solution means trivial solution. If rank is less than n, that means infinite many solutions, that is non-zero solution or non-trivial solution. Now we will discuss some examples for system of equations. This is the one. First example, find the system of the following system. Now write the coefficient matrix. We are saying this is the coefficient matrix in the homogeneous system already. Here, where is the A is called the coefficient matrix. Now write the coefficient matrix. Yeah, the coefficient matrix solution. The coefficient matrix A of the given system is, write directly A matrix. It is the 1 minus 3. Now write the coefficient must to x1 coefficient first column, x2 coefficient second column, x3 coefficient third column. 2 minus 1 4 1 2 9. The coefficient matrix. Now our aim is find the rank. That means convert to echelon form. That means echelon form means convert this two terms 0 by using this pivot to 1 minus 3 7. What we have to use? Apply an R2 is R2 minus 2 R1. Apply R3 is R3 minus 0 0 this one. R2 minus 1 plus 3 minus 1 7 minus 1 plus R2 minus 1 plus 6 minus 1 plus 6 is 5 4 14. 4 minus 14 is minus 10. Now 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 plus 3 5. 9 minus 7 2 is the one. No, it's not echelon form. Now convert to echelon form. This is 1 minus 3 7. Now this one is the pivot. Using this pivot, you have to convert the below element is 0 0. For converting this way, how to apply an R3 is R3 minus R2. Yeah, R3 minus R2 plus 1. 10 plus 2 12. Is echelon form. is an echelon form. Echelon form. Yeah, therefore, now rank of A is 3 equal to number of unknowns. Number of knowns. This is the thing. Therefore, given system has unique solution. Unique means zero solution. Okay, unique solution. That is trivial solution. That's it. Direct you can write any solution is that a trivial solution. Any solution is x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 0, x3 equal to 0. This is the procedure. Now see another example. Find the solution of the following system of linear equation. Now this system. Now write the coefficient matrix. The coefficient matrix of given system. A of given system is A equal to write x coefficient, that is minus 5, 8, x1 coefficient 2, 7, minus 1, 4 to 4, 2, so another system is there, 4, minus 22, 25. This is the one. Now convert to echelon form. That means our convert this all are zeros. 2 minus 5, 8. This is 0, 0, 0. This is the one. Now, what the operation you have to apply? On R2 is R2 minus R1. On R3 is R3 minus 2R1. On R4 is R4 minus 2R1 again. This is the one. Now R2 minus R1, 7 plus 5, 12. Minus 1, minus 8, minus 9. Now R3, 2 plus 10, 12. Now R3, 7 minus 16, minus 9. Next minus 20, minus 22 plus 10, to minus 12. 25 minus 16, 9. This is the one. Now this is the pivot. Now again it's not echelon form. Convert to echelon form. 2 minus 5, 8. 0, 12, minus 9. Now this pivot, you have to convert to below elements is 0. These two elements is 0. What operation you have to apply? R3, you have to apply R3 minus R2. And R4 is R4 plus R2. This one 0, 0. Now minus 9, 0. This also 0. Now is an echelon form. Is an echelon form. Echelon form. Therefore rank of A is 2. It's a less than 3 number of unknowns. But unknowns is 3. That's a less than 3. Therefore and yes, correct now. Therefore given system has infinitely many solutions. Now you have to find that solutions. See now this, write the system. The system is, now write this one. See that echelon matrix, we are converted to row echelon form. We are applying row operation, we are getting row echelon matrix. So both matrices behave same. Now solution of A is same as the solution of this echelon matrix. The system is now 2x1 minus 5 x2 plus 8x3 equal to 0. One equation. And another one is 12 x2 minus 9x3 equal to 0. So now here x2 is there and x1 x2. Now one free variable is there. Now take any one of the value, this one. Take x3 or x2 1. Suppose I am taking x3 equal to some k. So x3 equal to k, where k is any real number. Therefore x3 equal to k. What is x2 equal to? x2 equal to 9 by 12. 9 by 12 k, that means 3 by 4 k. And x1 equal to, that's it, 2x1 equal to 5x2. What the x2 is? 3 by 4 k minus 8x3 minus 8k. This is 2x1. That implies x1 equal to 15 by 8k minus 4k. That means 15 minus 32. 15 minus 32 minus 17 by 8k. This one. Therefore solution is x1 equal to minus 17 by 8k, x2 k, x2 equal to 3 by 4k and x3 equal to k, where k belongs to any real number. Now check the simplification if any mistake is there. This is the procedure to solve the system of equations for unique solution and infinite many solutions. For infinite many solution, now take how many free variables is there. Now the free variable is equal to some number, some unknown number. That you take any real number, some k. Suppose there are two free variables there, you can take k1 and k2 like that. Suppose for this one, if you get rank is 1, in that case only you get one equation. Suppose rank is 1, this term is there, only you get 1. Here 2 are depending variables. Now take x2, only x1 is depending on 2. Now take x2, x3 is some k1, k2 like that one. It's a number of free variables is more than 1. We take another some k1, k2. Some third problem. What are the conditions on A and B such that the system of linear equation has unique solution and infinite solution? Now write solution. The coefficient matrix and a given system is A equal to 1, 2, 3 minus 1 minus 2 A 2 B 6. This is the coefficient matrix. Here unknowns are x, y, z. The three unknowns. Now convert to echelon form. Same 1, 2, 3. Now how to convert to this one? How to apply? R2 is R1 plus R2 plus R1 and R3 is R3 minus 2 R1. This is 0, 0. Now when you write this is 0, that A plus 3, B minus 4, 6 minus 6, 0. This is the one. It's not echelon form. Just when you intercept this one, it's converted echelon form. Intercept R2 and R3. Interchange 0, B minus 4, 0, 0, 0, A plus 3. Here we are using R2 interchange R3. Now this one. Now it's echelon form. Is on echelon form. Echelon form. Now first one, unique solution. See, what the unique solution means? Unique solution. Unique solution means that is rank of A equal to 3 equal to number of unknowns. Number of unknowns. When it's possible, number of unknowns. Rank is 3, number of unknowns means this is term non-zero. This both term are non-zero. If A plus 3 not equal to 0 and B minus 3 not equal to 0. That is A not equal to minus 3, B not equal to 4, then given system unique solution as unique solution. Unique solution is the one. Now second one, infinite many solutions. When that system has infinite many solution, infinitely many solutions. Many solutions. That means rank of A is less than 3. This is the equal. This is the number of unknowns. Number of unknowns. The rank of A less than 3. That means rank may be 1 or 2. So when it is possible, suppose this A equal to minus 3, rank is 2. That means infinite many solution. A equal to minus 3 or A equal to 4. If A equal to 4 means in this one, if you interchange this one again, rank is 2 solution. Infinite many solution. If A equal to minus 3 and B equal to 4, its rank is 1. Again infinite many solution. That means if A equal to minus 3 or B equal to 4 or both, in this case, both. Both. If A equal to minus 3, then that infinite solution. If A equal to minus 3 or B equal to 4 or both, the system is infinite many solutions. So another example. What are the conditions on lambda and nu such that the system of linear equation has unique solution? And actually this is Z. Now write the coefficient matrix solution. The coefficient matrix A of the given system. System is A equal to x coefficient minus y coefficient 0, z coefficient is 2, x coefficient 2, y coefficient lambda, z coefficient is 4, 1, nu 1 is the one. Convert to echelon form. Minus 1, 0, 2. That means apply 0, 0. This are you have to apply R2 is R2 plus 2R1. R3 is R3 plus R1. This is the one. 0 lambda nu. 2 plus 4 6. 2 plus 1 3. This is the one. Suppose in this one, if 2 are unknowns are there. Suppose if nu equal to 0. If nu equal to 0, then the system is minus 1, 0, 2, 0 lambda, 6, 0, 0, 3. Nu equal to 0. This form is an echelon form. Echelon form. It's echelon form. See now observe here. Unique solution, first one. In this one, unique solution. Okay. Right? Yeah, first discuss unique solution. When it's possible unique solution, see lambda must be non-zero. If lambda is 0, now using this pivot, you can convert this 0. That rank is less than 3. Unique solution means rank of A is 3 equal to number of unknowns. Number of unknowns. When it's possible, this lambda must be 0. If lambda not equal to 0, then system has unique solution. Unique solution. Suppose if lambda equal to 0, nu is 0 and lambda is 0. If nu 0, lambda is 0, this is the rank is 2 will get. If lambda is 0, this rank of A is equal to 2 less than number of unknowns. Number of unknowns. That means if lambda equal to 0, then system has infinite many solution. infinitely many solutions. So case 1, suppose 1 2, when that nu is 0, suppose nu not equal to 0, why it's a nu is 0? If nu not equal to 0, if nu not equal to 0, the equivalent form what the equivalent -1 0 2 0 lambda 0 lambda 6. Now you have to convert this term is 0. What the application is required on R3 is already had nu is there, R3 nu is there, you have to convert to nu is 0. Now convert this is nu, sorry, lambda R3 minus nu R2, lambda R3 minus nu R2 0. Now this one is will get what the here there 3 is there, this term will get 3 lambda minus 6 nu, means so 3 lambda minus, is it 6? Okay, okay, did mistake. So sorry, this is R, this plus 4 plus 2 is 8, this one 8. That means 8. That means 3 lambda here 0. So 3 lambda minus 8. 3 lambda minus 8 nu. That means 8 nu. This is the one. So now in this case, first one, suppose this term, suppose if 3 lambda minus 8 nu not equal to 0, lambda is whatever, this term is non-zero, that implies 3 lambda not equal to 8 lambda. This is non-zero, whatever this one, this is 0, this term is non-zero and nu non-zero. Suppose nu 0, this term is non-zero, this is 0. By using this one, this converted to 0. That's why infinite many solution. That's why if this term is non-zero, this term 0. Sorry, already we have taken. Yeah, and lambda not equal to 0, then the system has infinite many, sorry, the system has unique solution. Unique solution. So second one, suppose if 3 lambda minus 8 nu equal to 0, this lambda is whatever, no problem. If lambda is 0 or non-zero, it's not effect. That is 3 lambda equal to 8 nu. Then and lambda is anything, lambda you can take any real number. Then the system has infinite many solution. Many. The keep in mind that rank is less than number of unknowns. If this is 0, the rank is 2, unknowns is 3. That's why it has infinite many solution. In 0, this is possible to rank of a 2 less than number of unknowns. That's why it's infinite solution. Number of unknowns. Here this is term non-zero and lambda also non-zero. If it's non-zero, lambda is 0. This is again infinite many solution. That's why if lambda not equal to 0, rank of a equal to 3 equal to number of unknowns. No need to write, just keep in mind this concept, rank concept. Yeah, this is the procedure to find the values. For what values of lambda or mu, the system has unique solution or many solutions. Thank you.